Good morning, everyone. I hope all are well with family. So today we'll discuss about some Excel command: index, match, and choose. Okay. So here I have given some formula. According to that, I'm having the table here. So you can see on that table, product name are there, and price of that products and the unit of measurements in the turn. So by using that particular examples, you will see how we can use the index and match as well as choose command. And after this one, we will go for the some VLOOKUP commands also. Okay. So now we'll go for the index. So index is a command which is used to display the particular data in that selected range. So that data will be selected from in which column and which rows. Always the column should be given first and row should be given first and column should be given next. So here is a formula examples you can see here. So is equal to index in the bracket A2 to C9. So here from A2 to C9 you can see that selection here. So this is the data range. In this data range I want to pick some data. I want to display that indexed data. So here for example I given range A2 to C9 and the second row you are given and third column. So second row is the second row is here. You can see the second row is here. Okay, because here is A2 from A2 to C9 you have selected the range. In that second, in this particular selected range, the second row is this one. Okay, so after that you have given the comma and comma 3. So 3 is in a column. Which column you want to take the data? So this is the column. So this is the first column, second column, and third column. So third column I select. Like that, first range you have to give. After that, row should be given. After that, column should be given. So in that range, A2 to C9. So in this range, this is the first row. The select the first row, and this is the second row. So that's why I given the second row here. On that second row, you are given the third column. So this is the thing what the data we are looking. So here you can see that data. So this is the thing what I am displaying here. Okay. So like that you can take the data from index command. So this command will be used in advanced formula. So the basic how it will work we'll understand first. After that you can use this for combination of VLOOKUP and horizontal lookups also, and some other commands also. You can use this index command as well as match as well as choice command. So here you're having that one. So you can see the next example is equal to index I given. The same thing I given, see here I given the range from A1 to C9 I have taken. From beginning of that cell I have taken, and also I have given the row as 2. Second row I given. This is the second row now. Now this is the second row. Okay. So now after that I given the column as a second column. This is second column. So intersection of this row and column, you can see here 700 is the thing. So here you can see that 700, the answer according to that formula what you given is equal to index. In the formula bar you can observe that is equal to index. Okay, in the bracket A1. So this is the cell range A1 to C9 and comma 2. 2 is the row of that particular cell, and second row. So second row is this one ultimately, and after that you are given the second column. This is the second column. So that is the answer what you are getting here, result. So after that, how you can utilize this particular thing with different way, means you can go for the index A1 to C4. Suppose there is a gap is there. So you can mention two different ranges also here, A1 to C4. So A1 to C4 here is there, and after that I given the A6 to C9. So here A6 to C9, the next range I given. So I'm not taking this particular blank line. So here after that second I given the second row. Okay, and third column. Okay, second row, third column of that second this one means first column. See, here is, you can see the area one, first row from A1 to C4, A1 to C4, what I given, this is the first display here, and second row, just selected the second row, and also the third column, that is what you can see here. The second row is this one, this row, and third column, this is first, second, third column, it is displaying 40. So one is for to take that range, which range you are taking, which range you have given to search that, first or second. If I given the second, what happens? It will go on searching for this data for here. Okay, and it's supposed to display 80. So here I have given that formula also. So here is equal to index A1 to C4. Once again the same first range I have given, and after that I left this blank line, blank row, and after that I have taken the C6 to C9. In that range, second row I have taken. So second row is selected, and third column, and I given the comma 2 in the second range what I have selected, A6 to C9, A6 to C9. In this range, that particular thing will be searching. That is 80, what you can see here. See, here is an 80. So that is the second row of this particular second range, second row, and third column, that is 80. So here you can see that 80 is a result of this particular formula. You can see I have given all the formula in front of this one. So after that, how we can use this particular choice? So match. Here I given the formula is equal to match. What I want to match in L3. So in L3 is the cell here. So whatever I given in the LC, that should be searched in A1 to A9, A1 to A9, A1 to A9. That should be searched from here to here. So like that you can give the formula here. Is equal to L3. L3 I given in L3 I given the steel bar. So you can type any other data. So it will search that particular data in which column it is there. Suppose if I given instead of tree, this one I'll give OUND round. So enter. So round bar is present in 9th. Okay, row. So like that you can give that, but it will match the value, whatever value is given that particular address. See here is an L3. So in L3 cell, what are the data you have given? That data will be matched here. What way? A1 to A9. It will search the value. It will match the value. What value you have given? What data you have given in L3 cell? So that will be displayed on that particular formula result here. So 9th, like that. So what is about the choice now? So here I given the formula to example of choice. In this choose, we are given the 5 comma A2, A3, A5, A6 and A9. What is this? So you have to select the fifth one. So you are given the number of cell addresses A2, A3, A5, A6 and A9. It's not a range, it is a cell address icon. Because you can see that, observe that comma will be given here. So here, if I given the 2, what happens? So A1 is the first cell, A3 is the second cell. I left A2 here, and after that A5, A4 I left, and A5, A6, A9 directly I given here. So if I given 2, and it will go for suppose to A3. What are things are present in A3? That should be, means still square bar should be displayed here. See, you can see that result here. So that result is displaying here. Just you have to follow my mouse pointer so that you can easily get that result. See, here is a steel bar. Suppose if I given in here, in the place of 2, if I given 3, what did it display? A5, the whatever things is present in A5. A5, nothing is there. So 0 display because it is an empty. So that's why if I given 4 here, what thing will be displayed? See, channel bar will be displayed because I given A6 here, A6 in that channel bar is there. So like that it will choose the value from that particular given cells. Okay, like that you can use this also. Like that I given some more example, adding the values here by using this particular index. So it's equal to some index A1 to C6. So A1 to C6 and 0 and 3. So 0 means the whatever value is given, it will take that particular value in the third column. So third column row will be not given any rows because it will start from the 0, means from the beginning, and it will end for that whole row. So that's why I given the column, third column. So third column I want to make the total. So is equal to sum index. So A1 to C9. If I given that one, so automatically it display the value of that particular addition of that particular column. So it's equal to sum index A1 to C9. What I given that value you can see it like that. You can calculate the column also. Like that you can go for the columns also, that is also possible. And here you're having that also is equal to sum and a1 to c9, and here I given the row. So here the rows are there, and in which rows it is calculating, you can see here that answer you can see here 720. So this is 740 is there, 740 displaying here. So I have given the row. So row, correct, row I given, in that row will be calculated. So like that you can calculate that particular values of that particular rows. If I given the 3 here, third row will be display the value. So 800 plus 60 is equal to 860. So like that you can take the rows as well as columns additions by using the is equal to sum index, whatever index you are given. In that index, in which column you want to take, that will be, you can choose according to your requirements. So instead of that also you can use, suppose if you want to give any formula here, so instead of if I given here, so like that box. So what happens here, if I given here, see it's a wonderful method you can use. I given the 2 means it will take that 2 and it display that values. So like that, whatever cell address you have given, according that it will take the values. If I given 3, the 3 values should be taken. So like that, according to that particular value also it display the things. So here I'll give see. Okay, I'll take this particular cell. See, now it has taken the third row. So 800 plus 60, 860. If I given 2 here, what happens? See, so like that you can give the row name here, enter row name like that. Row number you can give. Okay, yes, fine. Make it like this. Oh, sorry. Okay. So enter row number. So if I enter the row number as a, so here if I enter the row number, okay, 4. So now it is displaying the total of that 4. So like that you can add the cell address here also. Instead of comma 2 I given, I'll take this particular cell with the whatever things you are entering here. So here we do in the place of enter column number. Okay, nice. No, it's interesting actually. See, now what I do, I'll just give 3 here. See, now third column total displaying, right? So if I given second here, see the second column total. See, you can see a total. You can match this particular total is equal to sum and B2 to B9. So you can see, you check that value here also. So that value can be, you can check here. So is equal to sum index. I given that particular cell address here. Here instead of that 0 and comma is 15, in the place of 15 E15, the whatever particular column will be given, that column num will be total. So assume that if I give 3, because I'm having only 3 columns, second and third. If you're having another data also, that is also possible. 4, 5 like that, you can get the total. So if I give second means, third means, it will give the third. If you give second means, second column. So like here having the number of rows, so you can give the 6th row means it will give the total of 6th row. That is 600 plus 25, 625. So like that 625 will be displayed for that one. So like that you can utilize this particular commands to get work faster and fine. So like that you can use the is equal to sum, and by using that rows and columns you can add the values. See here I'm having another one table. This is a nice this one here they have given. So here enter the product. So here down I'll enter the product. Now it is hexagonal bar is there. That price is displaying 850, and tons, in how many tons it is, 50 tons. So what I'll do, I will enter any other bar. Suppose if I enter T bar, what happens here? See, in front of T bar, whatever value is there, 750 plus 80, 750 and 80 displaying price and tons. So just entering that particular product name, just entering that product name, you are getting the price of that product. If you are having thousands together products, at that time it is very easy to find out. I just enter the product name, automatically get price and ton and where it is sold, when it is manufactured, everything you can, if you have stored the data, that also possible to view there. So here, instead of that, if I change here, see, instead of, I'll give the channel bar. Channel bar, I can enter. See, channel bar, you're having the price of 600 rupees and 25 tons. You can check the data here, channel bar data. So that thing is displayed here. So like that, you can use that. What is the formula for this one then? So I given just is equal to index, is equal to index. So see here, you can see in the formula bar, from C1 to C9, the cell address match. What should be matched? Where should it match? A9, A19. The whatever things I given is A19. So what value I'm entering here? So this is the A19 cell I given. So that's why I mentioned that particular cell here, A19. So that should be where that should be matched. That should match from. So here in this particular range, A1 to A9 range. So because this is the data and data column should be given here. So that should be matched and that should be 0 means starting, and the value should be displayed. What value should be displayed? Second column. So it will match the value and whatever data is given here in A9 cell, it will match on this particular cell, and in that cell, it will go for the second column and it display the value. So in front of channel bar, it has chosen that particular match that value here, channel bar, and in front of that second bar, you are having the 600. So that is displaying here. So like that, you can see that here. So it will match this particular value, and it has taken the second column and display the values. Here the same thing. Instead of second column, I give third. So whatever things is present in the third column, that is displayed. Like that, you can use this particular. So very wonderful formulas you can use to search the data very easily. So you can give the channel bar, the size, the thickness, different types of data will be there in 1000, 2000, whatever it may be. So it is very easy to find out that particular data in that particular style. So in that sheet, and you can manage data very easily. So here, these are things what we have discussed about the what index, match, and choose the values. So let's go for the next thing, that is VLOOKUP. Means VLOOKUP means vertical lookup. So vertically you can see the data. Horizontal lookup means horizontal we will discuss in the next sessions. So here also I have taken some data cells will be there, A1 to D7 I have taken. So very easily I have given the simple formula I explained very easily. So here I have given the enter ID number. So these are the ID number what I have given in the A columns. Okay, fine. So here I have entered that data. In which cell? E10 cell. In E10 cell I entered that particular what? That ID number. So here I have given the formula. What is that formula? Is equal to VLOOKUP. So is equal to vertical lookup in the bracket E10 to E10 means whatever things are present in E10. So value the present in E10. So that should be taken here from A1 to D7. A1 to D7, that cell range I have given, A1 to C7, and that should be taken for in the second column. Once again, the second column, and false. If it is not going to match with this particular data, given data, that should display the false. So like that, you can take the value here. Instead of this one, what I'll do, if I given the 3, what happens? It not display the name, it display the city. So like that, I want to display the name here. That's why names are present in the second column. So names are present in the second column. That's why I given the comma second and false. So suppose if I given like that any other numbers like this, whatever. So it displays the not applicable because that I given the false to if you are not given if you not given any match numbers. So these are the match numbers as 104 if I given. So that it is 104. Okay, 4. So you can see here that the name of that particular employee or person. So here you can see that particular person name, and also the next I given the formula is equal to once again VLOOKUP. It will go for the search of E10, the whatever number I given in E10 that should be look up in A1 to D7, and whatever data is present in the third column that will display. It will search the value from E10 whatever I given, so it has start searching on here, and whatever data is going to match with that, in front of that it will come, and third row. So here again 104, that 104, and it will search after that first, so the second column and third column, the whatever HPT is displayed, so it is displaying that particular value. See here you can see the HPT. So like that balance amount, very easy to find out the things. VLOOKUP is making our work very easy, because just like in 104 it display the name of the person and also city and what are the balance amount he is supposed to pay. So here you can see the formula I given in comment box also. E10 A1 to D7 comma second means second column and flash. So practice these things. In next sessions we'll go for the horizontal lookup at some other advanced commands. It's very fun to learn. Actually Excel is a very interesting subject, so we'll sit together one to one also in we'll conduct the training programs in our industries, and also we'll go for the further things. In next session in tomorrow or something, I will go for the horizontal lookup and some other advanced commands. Just keep working and learn something new things. Okay, I think it will helpful for with all. Thank you one and all.